Hi and welcome back to my channel. This is Pure and my name is Rina, and today I wanted to do a very interesting video. So this would serve as a sort of a reflection video for me. While speaking about it, I would also revise it in my head and analyze it once again, but I really felt guided to film this. This is gonna be about cosmic lineage healing, so it's about your Akashic records, but so what I'm just gonna begin talking about it. I don't really know myself what it is exactly. I can't really give it a proper definition. I can't really give it because I don't know what the hell it is. But I'm just gonna begin talking about my experience, and this is my version of what it is. And I was really felt called to film this as I feel that people will need it. That we all need to go through this or similar stuff at some point as a collective, because Earth is really wounded, man, and we need to address that and we need to heal that. So if we want to live a different life, a different way of being, we need to go through this intense healing. So I'm just gonna begin talking about my story, and my intention with the video is to share my experience, but also while sharing my experience, if it motivates you, if it triggers some sort of need or some sort of push in your life and in your reality to act, to dig deeper, to dig below the surface in order to improve the quality of your life, in order to embody your best version, and then I invite you to listen to this and see if there's anything in your reality that you would love to improve, you would love to become someone new maybe, but you don't know where to start, or you have been trying hard and you haven't been seeing things that you would want to see. So basically maybe you have been hitting a brick wall. So I would say listen to this, and hopefully this will be a useful tool for you to start your own healing journey. So yeah, so basically I don't know, I can't tell you the exact date when it began and when it has ended, because I'm still in the process of it. But since the beginning of lately, like last week basically, I think that was like a peak point. That was like so right now I'm in a transition to a new reality. Right now I'm in a transition to light at the end of the tunnel, of a long tunnel basically. I can see the light, but I'm still in the tunnel. So I needed to go through this. This is what my soul has signed up for. This is very important for my evolution. And it's like last month I felt like it was very, very a lot of frustration, a lot of like it's never gonna end, a lot of feeling like I'm never gonna get where I want to get to, a lot of the feeling like I'm like hopeless feeling and that I'm always gonna be stuck in the same old cycle. Then that frustration, and it was always, it wasn't, I don't know how to explain it, like it was intense, but it wasn't very saturated. So it wasn't like every day I wake up and I feel frustrated, I feel like a loser. It's not like that. It was like a long process, a long but slow, and it was always somewhere in the background, like a very slow snowball that was piling up and up, becoming bigger and bigger, but it was always somewhere in the background of things. And sometimes it would, like I would cry from time to time, or I would vent, or I would feel like I need a relief, I need a breather, I need to change my perspective, and some of it would go out of my system. Some of the poison would go out of my system, but a lot of it stays there, and it's like it's there, it's stuck there, and I don't know what to do with it. And I don't know what to do with it. It's just there. Pent up emotion, and the feeling like it's very weird. It's like a combination of, I know I am on the right path, I know I need to go through this, I know everything is perfect, but at the same time, why is it like this? Why do I see this sort of shit in my reality? Why is there no progress? Why? A lot of whys. And it's like sometimes there is progress, sometimes I feel like, okay, this went really well, some things are going really good, and then again, like no, it doesn't, and I keep pushing and it doesn't push. But I push while knowing that I'm on the right path, which that's the weirdest thing. So last week it was like a peak point for me, as in one day I was hysterical. I was like really low. But while being very low, I had like a lot of tears. I was so fucked up. Basically, I was like. There was a lot of tears, there was a lot of cursing, a lot of that. But while doing that, I knew that I'm not gonna give up. That was the reason, I guess, why I was crying, because I knew that I don't give up. Like, I'm not the person to give up. I wouldn't be able to live with myself even a single day if I knew that I gave up on something that was calling me, that was calling my name. You know, I wouldn't even be able to fall asleep, because my soul would speak to me and it would say, what the fuck are you doing? Hey. And my guides would speak to me, be like, hey, what are you doing? You're not the type of person to give up. You know how powerful you are. You can't give up. And I knew that I won't give up, but it was like the lowest point for me that day. That in the morning so basically that very low energy has hit me. Then the same day I was watching YouTube, and I saw a video, not just saw a video, like it just popped out from nowhere. I think it was even in a playlist, like it was in a wrong playlist. So that reading was in my music playlist or in my like soundtrack playlist, something like that. It was an odd place. That video was an odd place, and I knew that I need to listen to it. I listened to all of it. It was like a messages from Blue Avians, the collective that I resonate with a lot, the collective that I know I am a part of. Like I am I'm a Blue Avian starseed. I had that realization a few years ago. So I knew that I had to listen to that message. And basically it was something about, again, Blue Avians talk about taking a look at your life from higher point of view, but also the reader was talking about healing. The reader was talking about cosmic origins and ancestry. This is the videos from Source Light Star. This is a reader, very talented reader, who does a lot of different starseed collectives readings. So in the reading he said, he was talking about taking a look at your life from a higher point of view, but also that people don't know why there is so many trauma, there are so many wounds on the planet, because people don't know where they come from, because people don't understand their cosmic origins, their past lives, what happened, like they don't try to dig about the cause and effect, about what kind of life they're having right now. This life that you're having right now is a consequence, is a pure consequence from your actions in the past life, from what happened in the past lives, and especially in like ancient times and cosmic times. So I was digging into that. When I listened to that, because I was already doing that before, but it wasn't as intense in this life. So I already knew, I already done like Akashic records, digging into my own Akashic records and all of that, soul evolution, my life purpose, all of it. I'm aware of all of it. And so I was feeling called after that to contact Blue Avians. So I never really done that. I always knew that I was a Blue Avian, I could connect with them, and but I never really talked to them, because what I did in that day, it was like a proper conversation. It was like I never contacted them in that sense, but just for a sec. So I felt that they, not just felt, I knew that they have an answer. They can help me basically right now. And I really suggest contacting them. They're really dope. They're really dope energy. They're so like, they're your, I don't know, your older brother who has been to places, and you know, I don't know, your wise old brother who has all the answers or something like that. And they're such a chill energy, because they live in such high realms, in high vibrational realms, that Earth, they're so chill about it, because they know that everything is gonna be okie dokie. No matter what kind of shit we see right now in our reality, they know that we're gonna rise from it. And since light workers came here, we already won by default. We're already done shit tons of energetic work to fix the situation here. And they know all of that. They're like chilling out there in their like 11th dimension. having their sunglasses on. They're literally that kind of energy, but they're also incredibly wise and very, very cool, just very cool. I suggest contacting them if you feel called to that energy. So what I did, I went into meditative state, and then I started to talk, started to connect with their energy. It's so, I just love that. I just love that high frequency. It makes me feel like home. And I started to connect with them. I started to talk to them, and since their frequency is super high, I needed tarot just to make sense and clarification of the energy that I was feeling. So I began asking them questions. Why? Just the question why. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Because I had that very strong question, because I knew that I'm doing everything perfectly. I knew that I'm always keeping my karma clean. I knew that I try to be the best version that I can every single day. I strive to be in the better version of me that I was yesterday. I always try to give back. I'm not perfect. I have my flaws, but it's okay as a human, you know. I knew that I'm doing the best that I can, so why is this happening? And they took me to very, like, a lot of my past lives, and that feeling of restriction, that feeling of war, that feeling of being locked in a prison. So they took me to my cosmic past lives in a different collective star systems, where I think it was war. I think it was because of war. I just started to write in my notebook. I felt lack of love, opportunities, feeling insecure, alienated, not belonging. Even though, so back then I was feeling, it's very funny, back then I was feeling literally the same thing that I was feeling last month. So that what happened was a direct reflection of what happened back then. So what happened to me those months, or like half a year, was a direct reflection, energetically speaking, but just on earth, of what happened back then in different realms. So it's funny how they took me and showed me how I felt back then. Back then I felt I was me. I was literally me, stuck. I knew that I was precious. I knew that I was the gift. I knew how amazing I am, but I was stuck and I was prisoned. It was a lack. It was just a huge block in your face. Like you can't move, you can't do anything. You're not free. And not seeing. So back then I couldn't see where to go. I couldn't see where can my gift be used. I couldn't be of purpose. I couldn't fulfill my destiny. I couldn't give. I need to give. I need to give, otherwise I don't feel whole. So I couldn't give, my gifts couldn't be used. It was all restricted. I felt like a victim, I felt unnoticed, I felt left in the cold. I felt ungrounded, disconnected from my source, disconnected from my power. And waiting for the opportunity, waiting for the light, waiting for the goodness. In a constant waiting game, waiting for something to change. Even when you feel like the lowest lows, even when you feel destroyed, you still have something that doesn't give up, that just doesn't give up. In this realm on Earth, I felt it for like maybe half a year max, or I would say maybe 3 months was very, very difficult, or 4 months, something like that. But back then it was lifetimes of that, and it was always repeating. And they pointed out to me, right when they pointed how I felt at that time, they pointed out to me that you are ending this now. You decided to close this cycle in this life. You decided to change the narrative. You decided to flip the script. Before you came here on Earth, you knew that you're gonna do it in this point in time. So I asked them, when did it begin? Why did I feel like this? When did it begin? And they have shown me energies that were in command back then in those lives. They showed me energies that were above, and they were I saw steel boots made of steel, and that represented cold metal, no emotions, no nothing. There is no emotions there. There is emptiness there. There is no soul there. It may be representing AI, now that I think about it. That makes sense. Or it's just the creatures that, or like collective creatures that they don't have a soul, they don't have empathy, they don't have light. They are just empty, faceless. Similar to the beings that you would see in a movie. What is it? They Are Among Us. That movie. I never actually watched it, but I've seen some scenes. It was very, very disturbing for me, for my heart. I couldn't watch that. Maybe that's why, because I actually came in contact with those beings. So, I asked, when did it begin? Why was that happening? Why did I feel like this? They said that it was a rain of the energies that are opposite to me. So I am empathetic, I am sweet, I want to give, I feel. They don't. They do not. No emotions, and also only masculine energy, and only the expression of very toxic, dark masculine energy. The excess of that, you know where it can lead. We can see it on Earth, where the excess of that energy can lead to. It was like a power play. It was like a very distinctive thing to my being, who was like about unity and equality and peace and harmony. They came and they have said that you are here now. We are above you. And I was blocked from abundance. It was just a huge block of abundance, and it's literally what has happened with me, and what is still happening with me. but we're moving out of it. So I'm just gonna continue before I skip the steps. So I asked them, they have shown me those energies. I asked them, how do I heal it? And I asked them specifically, show me in ways that I can comprehend right now. Show me in ways. Show me so that I can take action, so that I don't feel like a hopeless little sheep. Show me so I can take control. Show me so I can guide myself out of this. Show me how can I break this change? How can I burn it all to the ground? And they said, how do I heal it? They said, I am a part of the tribe. They said, remember your roots, remember who you are before that all has happened. Remember that you meant to be prosperous, you meant to be glorious at any point in time of your life. They said, treat yourself as a goddess because you are. Treat yourself as a divine being because you are a sacred being. This life is sacred, and this life, particularly in my case, they said that you have healed, you will have healed all of this crap, and this is super crucial. And back then, when I was listening to this, I was experiencing all of that. I knew that I'm gonna share it. I was like, I need to share it. Someone will definitely need it. So they said, this abundance you're seeking for, it's yours. It's yours now. Just like the light is spreading out. Give it time, or just be patient. Know that it's yours. So I asked, what can I do now? What the hell do I do now? They said, you are doing everything that you need right now. Because I felt lost, because I felt like I am doing the right thing, but at the same time I'm not. That's what I felt. And they said, I'm doing more than enough. They said, I am nailing this. They said, I am nailing this. I asked, what can I do now? They said, feel it through to release it. So they have shown me swords stabbing me. They said, that's perfect. This is crazy. They said, that's perfect. You need to feel it. You can feel it through, and you can release and heal from it. You are doing something. You are wrapping up the huge cycle of multiple of your past lives in one go, and you're not even taking one life for it. You're taking like half a year or like a year for it. You know what I mean? You have seen all of those symptoms of those past lives in your reality for so long, for all of your life. The poverty, the lack of abundance, the lack of love that you know you deserve. You have seen all of those symptoms, but like you are doing some rapid ass healing. Like they said, I'm nailing this. They said everything is perfect. So if you're going through some real low, deep stuff right now, I would say this is very valuable. If something in your heart tells you that I need to go through this, in order to in order to release it, I would say you're completely on the right path, no matter how shitty it is. So yeah, they pointed out it was like pain, and you heal it. and it was like another wave of pain, another something that triggers it. They said it's not linear, basically. It's like you will be a spiral of healing, and then you will end eventually. It will be easier, lighter and lighter and lighter and simpler. So they showed me like, you're gonna get stabbed and you're gonna heal from it, then you're gonna get stabbed again, you're gonna heal from it, and then just wounded lightly. You're not gonna completely get stabbed, but just wounded, and then you're gonna heal from it again, and then it's gonna be lighter and lighter. So it's like, expect, if you're going through all of this, expect things to take time. So it's not like I see the light at the end of the tunnel, I'm out of it and that's it. Yes, you do see it, but while you're still in this tunnel, it can get lighter and it can return, it can hit you harder, kind of like when you heal from a flu. Sometimes you can really feel bad, but you're getting better. So yeah, that's what they compared it with. It takes time and desire to heal it. Yeah, so it's always your free will to do it. If you're like, okay, this is too heavy for me, like I just don't have that much power at the moment, you can always say that, let's postpone that, but it's like it's your choice, right? You will still have to do it at some point, otherwise same scenarios, same situations will occur where you feel the same things, just in a different setting. So yeah, healing is not linear, but it gets eventually easier and easier. And they said to me, in particular to me, that in my case, I have healed it. So it's like they were showing me very high perspective of my life. So I have completed it. So they said that I'm good. I have done it. That's why I really like blue avians in that regard, because they can really like calm you down and say that all is good, then trust, So then I asked, it's like I already got all the information that I needed, but I felt like the conversation is not over yet. I felt like the energy is still flowing, like I still want to ask them something. And then I asked, what do I need to focus on at the moment while I heal? So what can I focus on while this is all happening with me? So they said balance. So balancing your life, balancing between active healing, really feeling through when you need to address certain issues, when you need to take a leap of faith, and when you need to fill your own cup and chill out. So they said, yes, it is intense healing, but you can't like go through total hell every day. Like, we don't want that, and I don't want that, and no one wants that. So they said something about feeling everything, feeling all the feelings, because they were pointing out that you came here to feel. So feel it all through. Journal, make sense of everything that's happening. Don't disregard anything. Every small emotion, every small movement means something. Like they said, in particular to me, that I need to record it. I need to write it all out or record it, because I can help people with that. with my own experience, or just so you know what you're going through, and when like in 1 year you're already in a different realm or you're already healed a lot of stuff, you can see and take a look back and see how much you have done, and maybe give an advice to someone who goes through the same thing. Yeah, they said basically to focus on the positive, to try to give yourself space to heal, basically allow yourself to go through all of this, and being calm and gentle with yourself and giving yourself credit for undergoing that journey, because this ain't easy, because this not everyone chooses to do it, and you need to give yourself prop for even choosing to step on that path. So like you're doing amazing, basically you're like gorgeous. And staying open to what's to come. So it's like they said, a very important thing is to be open. If you close your arms, if you close your system, if you're like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, then you're gonna stay on the same level and healing will not proceed. You have to give the permission again to for it to happen. And they're saying you got this, and this is super important, and this is what you came here to do. This is like you have said, okay, yes, I'm gonna heal this. Yeah, so already said it. So they're saying, know that you are healed, know that this is the result. The result is gonna be you are properly healed from that. You are not stepping on old paradigms anymore, old patterns, old wounds, old triggers. They can't touch you anymore, because you're not that person anymore. You're fresh and you're ready to create something new. That will be like a big level up. Why do you do that? It's to level up, it's to evolve, it's to truly become some level up. Just become someone cooler. And they also started to talk to me about, just to sprinkle some goodness on all of this, that reign of toxic, overly controlling masculine energy is over. They said that it's over. They said that it's right now we're in a transitionary phase where it fades away. Again, it can pop up, and there is a lot of it on Earth at the moment. But they said that it's over. So I don't know what they meant by it. Is it gonna be over in 50 years? Is it gonna be over in 20 years? They don't talk in like human measures of time. They just said to me very clearly that era of this kind of energy is over. And they said new earth, and they said activation, abundance, and awakening. That's what they said to me. So this means a lot of things: activation, abundance, and awakening. This includes a lot of things. And they said that people's hearts are opening up. So it's like, be compassionate to everyone you meet, because people's hearts are opening up and activating, and you are the one who helps doing that. And how to increase the abundance in your personal life. They said fill your own cup first and allow it to overflow. Allow it to truly overflow. And then they told me that it's like the wheel of fortune. So the wheel, and I see 444 on my timer. So the wheel is shifting in our favor. So it may be low, you may feel weak, you may feel all of that. You may feel incredibly painful, incredibly triggered, all of that. But the wheel is turning in your favor. You may not feel like this is progress, but you're actually progressing. And it's like the lower you feel, the more progress you're actually doing. I'm not saying that you necessarily have to go through all of this, but if you're going through this, through low situations in your life, and you know that you know that you don't deserve it, you know that this is not a result of your actions, like you don't know where this is coming from. This can lie very deep, not even in this life, in the previous lives, and not even on Earth, in cosmic collectives. So yeah. So if you're feeling called to dig, if you're feeling like you need some sort of knowledge, wisdom, or understanding in order to raise, in order to become more, in order just what makes sense in your current step of evolution, I would say look into that. Look into cosmic lineage healing. Look into, is there anything, I don't know how you connect. If you listened up to this point, I would say just the way you connect, who you connect with the most. Ask this energy to guide you. Where do you need to even look at? Where do you need to begin? And what kind of technique works for you? What do you need to know and do at this certain point in time to elevate yourself, to heal? But it was like after I did this session with the blue avians, it's like, not like the energy has shifted, not like I'm already in heaven, everything is perfect now. No, but the clarity hit me so hard. There was such a strong feeling that I know what I'm doing now, and I know every cause and effect. Why am I feeling a certain way? Why is this the reflection of my reality? Such a strong, profound realization. And also my soul, it's like my soul, my heart, there was such a feeling of being proud of myself that I decided to do this. I decided not to live like that and being like, I'm gonna suffer and I'm gonna be in ignorance. I'm gonna live my life wishing for something better rather than being better. I decided that I'm gonna be the best version of myself, and I'm gonna do everything that I need to do in order to get there. And if I need to heal some generational wounds in order to do that, I'm gonna do that. So yeah, that's just a push. If you're feeling called to do that in any point in time during this life, then this video is like your starting point from where you can seek help, seek that healing, seek that change. Whether you would seek a professional who can help you doing that. By the way, I can help you. If you need that kind of analysis, that kind of reading, you can let me know, contact me. I will be very happy to assist you with that. But yeah, so that's just what I wanted to share. I hope it finds people who need to hear it. If you feel like someone needs to hear it, you can always share. That's awesome if you do that, and I wish you all the best. Take good care of you, and see you in my next one, and bye.